stop sleeping. Yeah, I'm talking to you. While you're sleeping, somebody is grinding. While you're hitting snooze, somebody is building their empire. While you're dreaming, somebody is living the dream. You don't need more sleep. You need more hunger. Let me tell you something. Comfort is killing you. That bed you love so much, it's not your friend, it's your trap. Every morning when that alarm rings, that is life asking you a question. Do you want it or do you want to sleep? And most people, they choose sleep. They choose excuses. They choose 5 more minutes. They choose average. But you said you wanted greatness. Greatness doesn't knock at noon. Greatness shows up at 4 a.m. Greatness shows up when it's dark outside, when it's cold, when nobody is watching. That's when champions are born. You say you want success. You say you want money. You say you want respect. But your actions say you want comfort. And comfort has never created a legend. Nobody ever built an empire from under a blanket. Nobody ever changed their life by hitting snooze. Nobody ever became unstoppable by choosing easy. Let me ask you something. How bad do you want it? No, really, because your alarm clock knows the truth. Your habits know the truth. Your discipline knows the truth. You don't lack talent. You lack urgency. You don't lack opportunity. You lack intensity. You don't lack dreams. You lack discipline. There's somebody out there right now with less money than you, less talent than you, less support than you, but they're winning. Why? Because they got up when you didn't. They worked when you rested. They pushed when you paused. And now they're ahead. Not because they're better, but because they're hungrier. You think success is about motivation? No. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you moving when you're tired. When your body says sleep. When your mind says quit. When your friends say relax. That's when discipline whispers, get up. Let me tell you something powerful. Every morning you stay in bed, you're voting for the life you say you don't want. You're voting for average. You're voting for broke. You're voting for regret. Because success doesn't care how you feel. It cares what you do. You want to change your life? Then change your mornings. Wake up before the world. Win the first hour. Because if you lose the morning, you lose the day. And if you lose enough days, you lose your life. Most people are asleep, not just physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. They're walking around with big dreams and small effort, big talk and weak habits, big goals and lazy discipline. And then they wonder why nothing changes. You don't need another motivational video. You need a decision. A decision that today is the last day you choose comfort over purpose. A decision that your bed will no longer control your future. A decision that you are done being average. Listen carefully. Your future self is watching you. The version of you that made it. The version of you that's wealthy. The version of you that's unstoppable. He's watching, and he's asking, are you serious or are you sleeping? You know what separates winners from losers? It's not IQ, it's not connections, it's not luck. It's sacrifice. Winners sacrifice sleep. Losers sacrifice dreams. Winners sacrifice comfort. Losers sacrifice potential. Winners sacrifice excuses. Losers sacrifice opportunity. Which one are you? Stop saying you're tired. Everyone is tired. Stop saying you're busy. Everyone is busy. Stop saying you'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is the favorite word of the week. If you were serious, you'd start now. Let me give you the truth nobody wants to hear. You are not stuck. You are undisciplined. You are not unlucky. You are inconsistent. You are not incapable. You are comfortable. And comfort is your biggest enemy. You know why most people never reach their potential? Because they fall in love with sleep. They fall in love with weekends. They fall in love with easy. But success is in love with effort. Success is attracted to sacrifice. Success respects discipline. When you wake up early, you tell the world, I'm different.
When you work while others sleep, you tell the universe, I'm serious. When you push past your limits, you tell yourself, I'm unstoppable. This is not about sleep. This is about standards. Your standards determine your life. If your standard is comfort, you get average. If your standard is discipline, you get greatness. Raise your standards. Raise your urgency. Raise your hunger. You want to know the secret? There is no secret. Just work. Just consistency. Just discipline. Over and over and over again until it pays off. Some mornings will be hard. Good. Some days you'll feel weak. Good. Some nights you'll want to quit. Good. Because pressure creates diamonds. And if you can survive the pressure, you become unbreakable. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You don't need applause. You need action. Because nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to push you. Nobody is coming to wake you up. That's your job. So tomorrow morning, when that alarm rings, don't negotiate. Don't think. Don't hesitate. Move. Get up like your life depends on it, because it does.
You think this is about waking up early? No. This is about killing the weak version of yourself, the one who negotiates with the alarm, the one who says, I deserve rest, the one who talks big and moves small. That version of you, he's stealing your future, and you're letting him. You know what's dangerous? It's not failure, it's comfort. Comfort whispers. Comfort sounds reasonable. Just one more hour. You worked hard yesterday. You can start tomorrow. And slowly, quietly, gently, it robs you of your potential. You don't become average overnight. You become average one snooze button at a time, one excuse at a time, one lazy decision at a time, one I'll do it later at a time. And one day you wake up at 40 years old wondering what happened. What happened is you slept through your opportunity. Look at your life. Be honest, not emotional, not defensive, honest. Are you where you should be? Are you operating at your highest level? Are you giving 100% or are you surviving at 60% because it's comfortable? The truth hurts, but the truth frees. You are not tired, you are distracted. You are not overwhelmed, you are undisciplined. You are not unlucky, you are inconsistent. And inconsistency destroys dreams faster than failure ever could. While you sleep, someone is training. While you relax, someone is studying. While you scroll, someone is building. And when opportunity knocks, guess who's ready? Not the one who rested, the one who prepared. Let me tell you something cold. The world doesn't care about your feelings. It rewards execution. It rewards persistence. It rewards discipline. You can cry about it or you can conquer it. You say you want a different life, then stop living the same day over and over. Wake up, scroll, complain, work half-hearted, sleep, repeat. That cycle is a prison and you built it, brick by brick, excuse by excuse. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you are training yourself to be weak. Read that again. You are training yourself to quit. Because habits don't just shape your day, they shape your identity. If you keep acting average, you become average. If you keep acting disciplined, you become dangerous. There's a war happening, not outside, inside you. One version wants comfort, the other wants greatness. One wants Netflix, the other wants net worth. One wants sleep, the other wants success. And every morning, one of them wins. Which one are you feeding? Stop blaming your environment. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming your circumstances. There are people who came from worse than you with less than you, and they're dominating. Why? Because they refused to stay asleep, mentally, physically, emotionally. You know what fear does? It hides behind comfort. It tells you, if you try, you might fail, so you don't try. If you wake up early, you'll be tired, so you stay in bed. If you push harder, it will hurt, so you stay average. Fear doesn't scream, it seduces. And the scariest part? Comfort feels safe, but it's deadly, because it keeps you small, it keeps you predictable, it keeps you replaceable.
If you don't push yourself, the world will replace you with someone who will. You think you have time? Time is not yours. Every second you waste, someone else is using. Every hour you sleep extra, someone else is building leverage. Every day you hesitate, someone else is gaining momentum. Momentum doesn't wait for the lazy. Listen carefully. You cannot have an elite life with basic habits. You cannot have millionaire results with minimum effort. You cannot have legendary impact with lazy mornings. It doesn't work like that. You want to know why discipline feels hard? Because weakness is comfortable. Strength requires friction. Growth requires discomfort. Transformation requires sacrifice. You don't become powerful by choosing easy. You become powerful by choosing hard consistently. Imagine this. It's 5 years from now. Either you're proud or you're regretful. There is no in-between. And the difference? What you did when the alarm rang. What you did when you felt tired. What you did when nobody was watching. Stop waiting to feel ready. You'll never feel ready. Stop waiting for motivation. It fades. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. They don't exist. Start tired, start scared, start messy, but start. The version of you that succeeds, he doesn't argue with discipline. He doesn't negotiate with weakness. He doesn't ask, do I feel like it? He moves. Because he understands something you don't yet. Feelings are temporary. Regret is permanent. You don't need more sleep, you need more purpose. Because when your purpose is strong, sleep becomes optional, comfort becomes irrelevant, excuses become embarrassing. There are two pains in life, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. One weighs ounces, the other weighs tons. Choose wisely. You want to separate yourself from 99%? Do what 99% won't. Wake up earlier, work longer, focus deeper, complain less, execute more, be relentless. Let me get darker for a second. One day your opportunity will expire. One day your energy won't be the same. One day you won't get another chance. And when that day comes, you will either say, I gave it everything, or I wish I had tried harder. Make sure it's the first one. This is not about hustle culture. This is about ownership, taking full responsibility for your time, for your effort, for your standards, for your future. No excuses, no blame, no sleepwalking through life. You were not born to be average, but average is earned through lazy habits. You were not created to be ordinary, but ordinary is chosen daily. You were not meant to survive. You were meant to dominate your potential. So tomorrow, when it's dark, when it's quiet, when it's uncomfortable, that's your moment. That's your battlefield. That's your test. And if you win that morning, you win the day. If you win enough days, you win your life. Stop sleeping, not just with your eyes, with your ambition, with your discipline, with your standards. Wake up and become the person your excuses are afraid of.